Okay, so let's talk optimization. So 2 types of optimization: channel optimization and video optimization. So this is going to be a bit more relevant for the people who have YouTube channels, but if you don't, I'm sure you'll still learn a few things. So channel optimization. So we'll actually go in and look at all these things, but the 4 main things that we're going to cover, which are really quick to implement, are channel tags, branding watermark, channel banner, and your about section. And you'd be surprised that most channels don't actually fill these things out. Even channels that I work with that have 100,000 subscribers don't have some of these things fleshed out. But it does make a huge difference. So let's open one of these up. So this is the advanced settings. So here's where you can add channel keywords. This is to help YouTube identify what kind of content it is. So it's tags for your channel as a whole. And so we just want to put those into quotations. Most people will just write them out, but it doesn't actually work. This is how you get those tags to work. So I recommend about like 10 tags, but I've fleshed it out a bit more here. Healthy cooking, cooking healthy, all these different tags surrounding my niche. Another important one is branding. So branding, this allows you to put a watermark in the bottom right of all your videos. It's a very non-obtrusive watermark, but it's surprising how many people don't put this. Basically what it does is whenever someone hovers over this link, it'll create a subscribe button, and it makes it really easy for people to subscribe. And I recommend having that throughout the entire video so people can see it. And mine's a bit cheeky. I have a call to action there. Click now to subscribe, but most people have like their brand logo or image there. But I find that's been working for me too. So you can steal that if you'd like. Okay. So the about section. So the about section is more information for YouTube to identify what your content is. This information actually shows up in quite a few places on Google and YouTube, so you do want to like fill this out. Think of it as like a channel bio. Like think of some of those important keywords that you used. I'm using a third-party software, so you can actually see those channel keywords that I'm using, and I try and incorporate those into the description. I have a little story there, and then all the links here. So make sure you fill that out. And then you can see my channel banner here. So right from the start, as soon as someone comes onto the page, they can get a quick idea of what your content is about. So rather than using like some stock image, like get something made that really tells people what your content is about and what the value you are providing. So I explain it right here: cheap, healthy, and tasty. And I also let them know that I'm producing a new video like every Tuesday, that it's going to be consistent content, because you want those people to come back to your channel. You want to make it part of their routine, so they know that every Tuesday my fans know that I'm releasing a new video, and so they can come back and check it out. Okay, so let's talk video optimization. So we're going to look at the title, which I think is the most important part of the metadata, the tags, so those are the tags, the keywords, your description, cards and annotations, and the thumbnails. So I'm going to open up one of my videos here, and I'll show you guys the type of videos that I produce. We won't get into them, but very colorful, lots of vegetables. You can see there's quite a range in like views, but they're all around like 1,000 to up to 30,000. So I haven't had like viral success, but I do have videos that tend to rank well, and so I'm going to dive into one of these ones here. So this video is actually my best performing video, and it's nothing huge in terms of views, but what it is great at is ranking. So I get a lot of search traffic for this video. So I'm using this platform called vidIQ, which I do recommend you download, and it actually shows what tags are ranking. And you can see here I am ranking for how to make ribs like #2. So like this video is going to continue to earn me money, continue to earn me subscribers. It's a really well ranked video, and yeah. Well, I wouldn't want to get copyright claims on mine. So finding BuzzFeed videos, BuzzFeed Tasty, I'm assuming, their most popular videos and recreating their most popular items, adding like a twist. Okay, so taking like BuzzFeed's like super popular content and recreating that in some way. Yeah, I've actually seen a channel do it really successfully, like a video that went viral. They tried out, I don't know if you guys seen, I'm sure you guys have seen the BuzzFeed Tasty, the videos, they're everywhere, where it's just like a single video, nobody's talking, and it just plays through like delicious, but usually unhealthy videos. That's what he's referring to. So let's talk the title. So, how to cook great ribs in the oven. So this title is optimized for both clickability and for search. So I'm trying to think, what are people going to click on? So how to, it intrigues them, and great ribs in the oven, doing it in the oven, that's also like, okay, well, it's not the barbecue. And how to cook, that's a commonly searched term. Ribs in the oven, you can see I'm like ranking how to cook spare ribs in the oven, #1. So when I'm crafting a title, I look at what are the most searched items and how can I make that more interesting. So optimizing for clickability and for search. So then next is the description. So those first few lines of the description are actually really important for metadata. So what I like to do is take that title and often write that into a natural sentence. So I make sure I have like how to cook ribs in the oven, and I try and factor in some of those important keywords, because then YouTube looks at those keywords that are in the description and they kind of compare that to the keywords of my tags and also the title, and it helps to provide relevancy for that. So I got some of those main ones in there: oven baked ribs, slow cooked on the barbecue, and then I also put my recipe in there. That's not necessary, but I just do that because I want a source for people to find it. Yeah, question?
What is that
vidIQ? Yeah. VID, yeah, IQ. Yeah, it's a great platform. It actually has all of this information, like stats here about the video.
Where do you find that?
So Chrome extensions, you can find Chrome extension vidIQ and search. So that's pretty much optimizing an individual video. So we make sure we have our title crafted, our keywords here. You get up to 500 characters there, so I try and maximize out as many relevant ones. Now, what you don't want to do is try and game the system and write irrelevant tags just because it's like a popular topic. So I wouldn't want to write in here BuzzFeed Tasty. These tags actually have a lot of YouTube's a pretty smart system, so they base all of these tags on the audience retention surrounding that. So if someone searches for how to make ribs and someone sticks all the way through my video, YouTube's going to give that a lot of weight. Say, okay, well, this person searched for this topic and they watched all the way through this video. So that gives the tags a lot more weight. So we just want to make sure that we're putting very focused, very relevant tags. And so you can start off with the very relevant tags and then focus on the more broad ones that are still reflective of the content that you're creating. So I still have like cooking show, and if you have a really high audience retention, which is the next thing I'm going to get into, that's the average percentage of a video watched, then those more broad tags like how to make ribs, like that has a ton of searches per month, then you're more likely to rank for those, or cooking video. Oh, and the thumbnail. So I put a bit of time into my thumbnails. Basically, instead of like pulling image from, a screenshot from the video, I'll actually make sure like I'm shooting an image. So when you are filming, make sure you get a good shot that you can actually use as a thumbnail. Highly expressive close-ups of faces, those work really well. For mine being a cooking show, I try and focus on close-ups of food. Obviously, try and make it colorful. I use PicMonkey just to quickly whip something up, so I don't even need to go into Photoshop. I can use whatever computer I'm on and quickly make sure I'm uploading that. And it's 1280 by 720 if you are making a custom thumbnail.
1280 by
720. Yeah. But yeah, thumbnails are one of the most important factors for getting clicked. So it is important that you actually do spend some time with the thumbnail.